My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read all my writing, go to counterpropa.com. Support the site through the Counterpropa links, through the Amazon links at Counterpropa, and the donate button. This is breaking news regarding Los Angeles Times, CNN, Reuters. I'll read you the Los Angeles Times. 16 arrested as hundreds of Trump supporters and counter-protesters clash at Berkeley rally. Hundreds of pro-Trump demonstrators and counter-protesters clashed Saturday at a Patriots Day rally in Berkeley, the third time the two groups engaged in violent confrontations on city streets in recent months. Fist fights broke out near Martin Luther King Jr. Civic Center Park, where Trump supporters had scheduled a rally. Fireworks, smoke bombs were thrown into the crowd, and a few demonstrators were doused with pepper spray. That's the Los Angeles Times. Reuters. Trump supporters, opponents clash in California Park. A melee erupted on Saturday in Berkeley, California, where supporters and opponents of President Donald Trump were holding competing rallies. You know, on November 8th, there was a competing rally. It was called the election, resulting in at least 13 arrests as police struggled to keep the two camps separate. CNN. Breaking news. Pro-Trump, anti-Trump protesters clash in Berkeley, California. At least 13 people were arrested as pro-Trump and anti-Trump protesters clashed Saturday at a park in Berkeley, California, police said. A large number of fights have occurred and numerous fireworks have been thrown into the crowd, Berkeley police said. There have also been numerous reports of pepper spray being used in the crowd. Okay, this is my message to both pro-Trump and anti-Trump protesters. To the pro-Trump protesters, you've already won. Trump is in the White House. To the anti-Trump protesters, I probably have more to say, simply because I wrote 200 articles supporting Bernie Sanders and explaining to the world, warning every Democrat who claims to resist Trump that Hillary would lose. The writing was on the wall in 2015 in my YouTube segment. This YouTube channel, I think it was my fourth or fifth YouTube segment out of over 1,000 I've done, where I stated the favorability numbers, favorability ratings, Hillary Clinton would lose. Democrats knew that from the Clinton Foundation scandals to the criminal investigation to her Iraq war, to the fact she called black youth super predators, the fact she took prison lobbyist donations, the fact she was advised by neoconservatives, the fact Hillary Clinton pushed for Libya after voting for the Iraq war and still wants to push for regime change in other places, and took $153 million with her husband from Wall Street in terms of speeches, Wall Street speeches, and she wouldn't disclose her Goldman Sachs transcripts. Look, we can go forever. We could literally talk for hours about why Clinton lost. It has nothing to do with Russian hacking. That's complete nonsense. Nobody liked Hillary Clinton. End of story. Wisconsin, who hasn't voted for a Republican since 1984, voted for Trump, even after the 05 audio that Chinese or Iranian intelligence gave to David Fahrenthold at the Washington Post to influence the election. But away from Trump. I'm joking. Well, the real way to resist and what protesters should do is protest the Democratic Party. I respectfully say to every Berkeley protester, if you want to protest Trump, protest the Democratic Party first, because they're the reason Trump exists. They're the reason Trump is in the White House. You cheat Bernie Sanders, you get Trump. That's it. That's it. There's no other way to describe it. There's no other way to explain what took place this election. 2016 was a populist year. People wanted answers. People wanted their grievances heard by a politician, not by a politician who consistently lied, said she didn't use a private server for special access program intelligence to store SAP intelligence along with yoga emails. Not a politician who voted for the Iraq war, not a Democrat, let's say, who used neoconservative philosophy, who emboldened neoconservative philosophy, Bush's philosophy of regime change, like Hillary Clinton did. They wanted somebody who was against the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Clinton was for it over 40 times. They wanted somebody who would speak to them. Trump spoke to them. Okay, I voted for Jill Stein. I pushed for Bernie Sanders. I want Tulsi Gabbard and Nina Turner in 2020. But Democrats don't want Bernie, Tulsi, or Nina. Democrats want another Chuck Schumer or Hillary Clinton or Nancy Pelosi. So you're protesting the wrong people. This serves the purpose of the same people who elected Trump, the Democratic Party, the Howard Deans, the Neera Tandons of the world. I say this to every Berkeley protester. Let people like Milo Yiannopoulos speak, because their arguments are easily defeated. Don't be afraid to actually listen to arguments you don't agree with, because if you can defeat them, then do so. Then do so. Don't silence your opponent. Don't fight your opponents in the street. Fight them through voting. And fight them when your own political party destroys, bullies, mocks, insults, tries to manipulate the most progressive candidate we've had in a long, long time, in Bernie Sanders. You should have been protesting the DNC after the WikiLeaks DNC emails, but you didn't. And now everything you're doing, and I'm not only speaking to Berkeley protesters, I'm speaking to any protester that protests a Trump supporter or a Trump or whatever. Make sure you are protesting or resisting the right people. Protest the Democratic Party first, because they're the reason Trump exists. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much for listening.